Radio UK.
Welcome to Wednesday.
What's up, man? Semeba UK, me GN Radio. Forget every other station. EB family, Charlie, yeah. We are more than. Okama Sempa Martini na GN Radio. Forget everyone. Mwana Moko.
Yes, good morning. Good morning. Yes, sir. I know pay your body and Yankupon the Adumie. A brand new day, a brand new month. Yes, of course. This is the station that everyone is talking about. From the north, south to east and west. Welcome on board to GN Radio UK. London. My name, of course, is Dr. Rena. Yes, I know pay me more baba ye so. The king of the morning show is seated. Adi chine yantia someone just say obrepombi asase fufuro bi so ne yatie. As we see a tie wi asin kwa de. Adi chie mu nsem do so. It's an pay me more aquaba. Good morning to my own uncle, Uncle Joe, all the way in Ghana. Hopefully, I will see you, Uncle, very soon. And my mama. And then seminar air gupuno so a doson. Yani aye the PPP. Chairman for UK and Ireland, I am Mr. Kitty Olsen between Como. His name is powerful. A Republic Day, the 1st of July, 2020. Let me give you today's highlights. You ever hear your morning motivational message? They are fire the weather forecaster. Indeed, our dear God has blessed us with life. And so what do we say? Now sound to say A plus. Your name is Mr. Obe, Mr. Kwame Obe, Ebedrin Komo, known in music circle and all over the world as A plus. The founder of TPP. We'll be talking about his music and we'll be talking about the matters that affect our country, Ghana, that he has been championing since the 90s. Bring you the weather forecast. Then I'll bring you the papers making the headline news right here in the United Kingdom. I know pay you didn't come on. You need a deputy organizer of the NDC, but you think come on. Sanso and your name is Mr. NS and Sebastian Kumar. The youth organizer for the MPP party in East London. East London chapter. Etienne Shadayan say mere. You're born it because your name is Mr. Kitty Olsen. A interview on a pay. The PPP chairman for UK and Ireland. Good morning to you, Nala Biade. Coco Brown. It says my name is Franklin. I'm listening to you all the way in Manchester. Please say a happy birthday to my own beautiful wife. Leo D. And so from Frank to his beautiful wife, Leo D, a happy birthday to you. To you, Safu Osei. I want to shout outs to my friends and folks all the way in Leeds. I'm talking about Sami, Kwabena, and Ajwa. Hey, boss, Doc, I'm listening to you from Italy. Jack, a very good morning to all UK Ghanaians. All Ghanaians living in UK. My name is Kakari. So tell a friend to tell a friend that we are airborne. Yes, of course, we are airborne live on YouTube, Facebook, TuneIn. All that you have to do is just type in GN Radio UK. And also on our website, www.mygnradiouk.com. Just tell a friend to tell a friend. Yes, his name is Jesus. Let's go quickly and take the morning's motivational message. And this morning we are looking on 1 Chronicles 16:34. It says, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever. Yes, of course, we are still alive with all what has been happening in the world. Today we are safe. Today we can have air to breathe. We say, God, we are thankful. And so 1 Chronicles 16:34, and I read it again. It says, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever. Yes, the love of the Almighty God endures forever. Do you know that gratitude can transform common days into thanksgiving? Why don't you turn your routine jobs into joy and change the ordinary opportunity into blessing? And so this morning I say to you that gratitude can transform common days into thanksgiving. And so just know that you have to turn your routine into joy. Turn your routine jobs into joy and change the ordinary opportunity into blessings. Yes, of course. We will go and introduce our guest this morning.
Now.
And I'm talking about Mr. Kitty Osina.
To my months ago,
He is the chairman for PPP UK and Ireland.
they said to me, aye,
Mr. Kit, just give me one second.
get inventor. This is what they said. What you mean I love you there? Oh, what you mean I love you there? Oh, what you mean I love you there? Ready, what you mean I love you there? Oh, what you mean I love you there? Oh, what you mean I love you there? Ready, so what yes? Kosi amari, kosi amaosi. Ready, what yes? Ready, let us walk through the four corners walls. Listen to the routine walls. I'm only listening this way.
Yes, good morning. Today is a Republic holiday, and we have Mr. Kit Yosin on the line. We will go straight and speak to him.
God bless you. Wait. You are here, my brother. God bless you, man. Thank you for coming. I'm sure I am fella kasoto. I am fella. I know if I am what am I a little man? Yo, what am I a little man? Yo, what am I a little man? Do it again. What am I a little man? Oh, what am I a little man? Oh, what am I a little man?
Yes, of course. Why won't we celebrate? Because it's a new month, a brand new day as well.
Now,
This is GN Radio UK.
2 months ago, I went to Venda. They said to me, aye, sing it in Venda. This is what they said. Let us walk through the four corners walls. Listen to the routine walls. I'm only listening this way. Now, 2 months ago, I went to Venda. They said to me, aye, you needed to sing it in Venda. This is what they said.
Well, let me go and welcome Valerie. Valerie, good morning and welcome today.
Good morning, Dr. Ren. How are you today?
Not bad at all. Yourself?
Very well, thank you.
We thank God.
Glad to be here.
Yes.
Good morning to our loyal viewers on Facebook, YouTube, and our listeners.
Wow. Somebody was asking me, where is Valerie yesterday?
Oh, yeah. So for those who might not be aware, I will be here Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays for now.
Oh, okay. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays.
Yes.
Okay, which means that you use the Tuesday to do a little
Lots of research
and yeah,
bringing you a lot more content to support Dr. Ren.
I hope we are ready for A+ today.
We are indeed. Like I said, I have so many questions for him. It'll be interesting to hear some of his views about, what solutions he has.
Yeah. Brilliant. I might say that Mr. Kit Olsen is already ready.
Okay.
And very soon we will just go and speak to Mr. Kit. Mr. Kit.
Oh, hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, son. How are you?
I'm good. Let's start off from TPP. How is TPP doing this morning?
We are doing very well. We are really preparing towards the general elections, which is just exactly 5 months to go.
Any hopes to have some members of parliament this time around?
Yes, we do, because this is going to be our 3rd time. We formed our party in 2012. Within the same year, we attempted our first elections in December 2012. And in 2016, we went 2nd time. It was a big improvement on our results for 2012. And therefore, a 3rd time running, we are seeking and looking up to improve on 2016. That is, we should get some members in Parliament without much difficulties as we had before.
And and that means that you guys are really, really ready, working, and then to make sure that you hit the ground running quickly.
Yes, we are doing that. One thing we are not doing is that because we are a reformist political party, we are not aligning ourselves to the standards of this world. It was said in the Bible. We are not aligning ourselves to the standards of NPP or NDC. We are in the middle way. And what we are doing is that what we seek to do is to do the things that NPP and NDC have not done for over 41 years or so.
And so how different will one say? One will ask, how different is the PPP from the NDC and the NPP?
The difference we are going to make is to do the things they have not done. That is, we really mean to develop our economy and have a social reconstruction. And it's not just a phrase or it's talking in trade, but we mean to lure the people into a state of lethargy and a complacent existence. No, far from it. By economic and social reconstruction, we mean the development of our potential, wealth, and cultivation of our social relations in such a way as to eradicate the causes of poverty and squalor, degradation and unemployment, depression and want, so as to raise the living standards of our people, ensuring economic and social security for everyone from birth until they die.
Yes, it sounds,
yes.
Sounds like Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's ideology then.
He's a grandfather, so I won't be surprised. We learn from our parents. We learn from our parents. So you are spot on, absolutely.
Now let's go. Today is Republic Day in Ghana, the 1st of July. What do you have for us, Mr. Kate?
Today is an anniversary. It's in fact the Republic of Ghana, which started on the 1st of July, 1960. 1960 we started that, and the republic means there was a continuation of the completion of the independence of Ghana. When we had the independence in 1957, it took us 3 years to come into take the nation into a republic. That means we are no longer under the Queen of England or British Queen. Therefore, Ghana was separate, were independent, totally independent from Britain or any other colonial administrators. But it has not been the case. That's why we want to correct it. We have returned the independence to Britain and Europe and even China, all over the place. It shouldn't be the case. We had independence the same time our brothers and sisters in South Korea did, but look at the difference.
So you think that coming out from independence is really coming out from colonialism is not? I mean, one would say that we haven't really achieved much. We should have even stayed in colonialism then.
Yes, as we intended, we have not achieved. We have rather gone down as a nation of Ghana. That's what I'm saying. When we had independence at the same time of South Korea did, but then at the time Ghana was free, Korea was fighting. There was a war between North and South Korea. Each morning in Ghana we had news from South Korea, North Korea, and South Korea. They were fighting. Ghana, we've never seen a war before in our lives, but we still now we've gone backwards. South Korea, when you go there, you think you are in Europe. You cannot compare. We cannot compare. We can't match them anyhow. It shouldn't be, because we were there before them. Ghana was a peaceful country. South Korea was fighting, North and South. They were fighting all the time. Ghana has never seen any wars. These people have finished their wars, several years wars, killing millions of people. They finished the war, and they have not developed. This is what we mean by the social reconstruction. We want economic and social reconstruction. South Korea has done it. Ghana has not done it. We've got all the minerals. All the minerals. We got coke, timber, gold, cocoa, and all that, and now we've got oil and all that. We are still poor. But only we are working hard for a few rich people. That's what we are seeing on the NPP government now. And we have seen the same thing on the NDC administration as well. But it's not fair. It's just, the situation is not fair. Ghana is now a very poor country. A very poor country. We don't want to see that. We wanted to see independence, remove the poverty in our system. That is why our old men introduced social security in Ghana. Nkrumah introduced social security in Ghana. And social security in Ghana, he planned to have taken us into a welfare state. That means if you don't work, you are paid. Employment benefit. But he was removed. For the social security, the MPP followed it. MPP through Buzia, when he came, he didn't abolish it. For that, he followed the social security. They have now turned into a snake bank and all the nonsense of it. I'm sorry.
When you say you don't work and you get paid, is it not going to encourage, laziness,
No, oh, no, thank you very much. That's what I said. The Social Security, if you contribute to Social Security and you are unemployed, you go to the unemployment benefit office. You get paid for not working until you get a job. That's what I mean. But Nkrumah was turning us into a welfare state. We refused. We let him down. We cancelled it by removing him from power. But that's what I'm saying, that when the NPP took over, that is the first administration after Nkrumah was removed, he didn't expand it. He didn't even have a plan for why we introduced the Social Security. Social Security means if you are not well, you go to a hospital, it's free. That's what Nkrumah was doing. Today, if you are not well, you go to Ghana Hospital, you pay. And they've introduced national health and also, it's a duplication. One, the staff pays Social Security from his salary, he pays tax, then they say pay national health insurance as well. It shouldn't be. Even in the United Kingdom, we don't pay special national insurance. If you're unwell, you just simply go straight to your GP and you are looked after. They don't charge you. That's why Nkrumah copied this from UK and not from anywhere. But we put that aside, and more and more people are poor. The society we have not looked after captured everybody in Ghana.
So therefore, the leaders that have come after Dr. Kwame Nkrumah are the ones that have not really performed to the expectation. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. Yes, they have not performed to expectation. They have not studied why Nkrumah introduced the social security system. They have not even asked them, why is Ghana still poor? After all that, the gold and the oil and manganese and all that we have, we're still poor.
So what solution? One will ask, what solution is PPP going to bring? What solution? Because it looks like we keep talking about problems, politicians, problems. It's just like somebody told me the other day. It's like every day we go to the church, these Latter-day Saints church. All that they say is that you are going to die, you are going to die. They don't even give us solution. What is the solution?
The solution, as I said in the beginning, is that to do the things these governments have not done. Look at the really simple road in Ghana. Ordinary roads in Ghana, if it rains, they are not tarred anyway. If it rains, you can't even drive your car on it. If it rains, the farmers cannot even bring their food from the bushes or the farms into the city. More than 50% of the food goes rotten. And we are not talking of Accra or Kumasi or Takoradi Center. I'm talking about the agricultural farmers. We are still doing primitive farming, Dr. Ren. That's the problem. Primitive farming. That's the Stone Age days. The cutlass and the hoe is primitive. So
what is the solution to this primitive farming then?
The solution to the primitive farming is mechanized agricultural farming. Simple. Okay. Mechanized farming. If you go to north of England, I've been working there throughout for several years. Go there, you see only one man on a tractor. He clears acres of land. in a day or two. But in Ghana, you use a hoe to start to weed before you reach to about 200 yards. It starts growing behind you. That's not what we want to see. We want to see progress. Mechanized farming must go throughout the whole Ghana, all the farmers. We don't. And fishing, the same thing. The canoe, the boat, and the canoe and all that, it's gone past. We need proper trawlers, massive trawlers on the seas. That's why we go and catch the real fishes. Now we stay here, we stay in the Gulf of Guinea for people to come from outside to fish in our seas without even we seeing them. Our borders are not, we have not closed, defended our own borders. We have not, because our borders are very open. Go to Hafasni up to Burkina Faso up to the top of Togoland, and down to Aflao, and even the Gulf of Guinea, the four square. All the border guard posts in the four square are not sufficient, as they are not well manned. So we are manned. So we are coming to do the things, the things that have not been done. There will be a lot of jobs, so many jobs for the people of Ghana. And we aim towards full employment, economic growth, welfare, and prosperity of the people of Ghana. That is what we are coming to do. If we follow these two political parties, debates, arguments, insults, sharing of money during primaries and all these disgraceful acts, we are not going to be part of it. So we are going to be in the middle, try to make Ghanaians know that this is our event, this is our purpose, and they must listen to us. We are not going to fight anybody for these elections. We are going to talk to Ghanaians to see exactly what we are missing.
Okay. Mr. Kate, we will thank you, and this is where time will permit us. And if anything comes up again, we will call on you. We're most grateful for your time.
Thanks so much. Thank you.
And that was Mr. Kate Yosin. He is the PPP chairman for UK and Ireland.
Friday, Japolo, all night, Saturday night, our club.
Yes, let's go to well, I think Valerie is ready to give us the newspaper over here. Yes, Valerie, what do you have for us this morning?
Right, so this morning we have a lot of stories around the lockdown being put in place in Leicester and various other places in the UK. So the Guardian, I'll start with the Guardian, is got on elites with a warning from scientists and public health directors that more local lockdowns could be on the way after restrictions were tightened again in Leicester following a rise in coronavirus cases. This is in the wake of bars and restaurants in the rest of England preparing to reopen on Saturday. But parts of Kent, London, North Wales and Scotland are still dealing with significant COVID-19 outbreaks, according to the paper. So we all know that apparently there's been a few cases of more outbreaks in Leicester, so they've had to reinstitute lockdown restrictions, even though London and other areas are preparing for sort of a major ease of the lockdown. I think for this one, I think it's down to everybody to take as much precautions as possible. At the end of the day, the government has done its part, but the fact that lockdown has been eased doesn't mean we should take all the liberties. We should still be careful as much as possible, ensure that we're social distancing, 2 meters, and all of that. That's the only way to keep ourselves protected.
Which means that when it comes to Leicester, the 4th of July, the pub's going to be open.
No,
they are going to miss out.
They're not going to be part of that for now. Yeah,
whoa,
interesting times. And you know where, from what the scientists are saying, we have to prepare for a second wave, which sometimes is more deadly than the first one. So again, let's be careful, social distancing, hand sanitizing, face mask, all of that.
But they told us that definitely there's likely that about 80-something% chances that we're going to have spikes.
Yes.
So we were aware.
Yeah.
But then yet we still allowed people to come out.
This is it. And, you know, people do not take as much responsibility for themselves as they should. You know, people like to be, we call it a nanny state. So people looking up to the government to give them guidance and directions, basically on how to live their lives in this lockdown situation. So let's be careful. Let's observe all the, you know, guidance around social distancing and all of that. That's the only way. Ourselves, our families, let's protect ourselves.
Indeed, let's protect ourselves. That means the COVID-19 is still with us.
It's still with us. And from all indications, it won't go away for any time soon.
Wow.
Meanwhile, the Metro reports that the mayor of Leicester is facing calls to resign after breaking lockdown in April and May, when he spent several nights at his girlfriend's home. So this mayor, Sir Peter Salisbury, who was spoken to by police about the visits, has previously apologized for what he described as an error of judgment. So once again, we see accountability at play here. The fact that you're an official doesn't mean you're exempt from the laws that we put in place.
That means the law is working over here.
It is working, and nobody is exempt.
No one.
Yeah.
Over here, the law works.
The law works. You could be whoever. As long as we are all observing it, you need to observe it.
Any more newspapers?
Yes, I'll skip the Daily Star. Go to the Daily Telegraph.
Yeah.
It's got so Public Health England's future has been thrown into doubt after the Prime Minister suggested parts of the government's response to the coronavirus crisis had been sluggish. So the government has been under fire for their approach to the coronavirus pandemic compared to, the argument is that the UK had all the time to prepare and make sure that all the high death cases we have experienced could have been avoided. But that's on the benefit of hindsight, I think. The government probably thinks it has done the best that it could under the circumstances. But this is up for debate.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And so when you see, globally, it is reported that the total number of people, that have gotten this coronavirus is 10,599,525.
Yeah.
And then the number of people that we've lost, loved ones that we've lost, is 514,298.
Yeah.
And those that have recovered, which is also very good news, is 5,812,017.
Okay. So that's almost 50% recovery.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when you look at Ghana, the total number of people that have gotten the coronavirus currently now as at 8:56 a.m. this morning is 17,741. And then we also have somebody said 112. It reminds him of a group that he knows. So we've lost 112 people, and then the recovery is really phenomenal. You're looking at 13,268. Wow. So that means that still the coronavirus is still out there.
Yeah, it's a real threat.
We should be wearing our mask.
Yes. Social distancing like we're doing right now, and observing all the protocols, as we say.
So are we going to go back to the 2-meter rule? Because I learned the PM was talking about having a 1-meter rule.
Yeah. So essentially, 2 meters, 1 meter, they're all guidance, isn't it?
Yeah.
But for us as individuals, you don't lose anything by observing the 2-meter distance.
Yeah.
If anything, you're protecting yourself. So as much as possible, just stick to the 2-meter rule. That way, should something happen, you're not at risk so much. It's that risk benefit analysis that you should always do. You know, the fact that they say it's 1 meter now, how do you even determine what's 1 meter? So, you know.
You sitting here, me sitting here,
Exactly.
it's 1 meter rule, so we are safe.
Know,
so that's why we are not putting on the mask.
Yes, we are safe,
Yeah.
but, you know, it's better to be safe than sorry.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Anyway. That's it. That's that. Yeah. So any other?
And then
one?
the last one, I think the Times leads on comments from the Bank of England's chief economist, who says the UK is on track for a V-shaped recovery as the economy rebounds from the lockdown far faster than expected. Andy Heldon said the country was already 2 months into the recovery, and the death of the coronavirus recession was likely to be less than half as bad as the bank had feared in May, the paper reports.
So even though that we sat home and others were being paid without even going to work, they can still bounce back.
Yes.
That means systems that were put in place is working.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're working hard behind the scenes. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
The economy that we were told that it was not going to bounce back anytime soon.
It will bounce back. I mean, the UK has a history of bouncing back from recessions and all of that. So I have full trust. I mean, the Chancellor, he's a fantastic, fantastic.
Sunil.
Rishi Sunak.
Sunak.
He's new on the scene, but he seems to know what he's doing. So
brainy.
Very brainy. Yeah.
Wow.
Being touted as the next PM. Interesting times.
Whoa. So the happy news was that yesterday the Prime Minister said they're going to put a lot of money into infrastructure, hospitals, schools, going to make sure that roads are being built. And I'm asking myself, where are the poor roads?
Exactly.
But anyway, let's go for a quick commercial. And when we come back, we will just speak to the New Patriotic Party, Ernest Safo, who is the youth chapter for NPP East London.
Sika samini tichapuli here for into Muamba, I will put on the test fall apart. I can't was a 9 men touch. Chapuli was school super. Nansu memes.
Become a successful entrepreneur with Jackie and her professional team. Become a successful entrepreneur. Anase Base. Wami a team of professional teachers of economics, marketing, ninga omoyebi. So pesa will transform your life from a youth graduate and a school leaver. Nasa pesa will ye entrepreneur. Mon contacti Base. Entrepreneur no che say obia ebia wa business. Ebia uyeche. But pesa no in a professional way. To say Oprah Winfrey. Anaya papa Kwame Despite. Base Bitmama Sa Diano Abim. Wami your experts coaching and a mentoring. And as person will start our business base for better how our expanding business and as existing customer base. Base provides support in business plans, step-by-step finance applications and marketing strategies. Base or become a successful entrepreneur also provide entrepreneurship skills through vision and determination. Some more per free consultation for a Base
073 99 867 417. I repeat, 073 99 867 417.
And also our email address info@becomeasuccess.co.uk. Website www.becomeasuccess.co.uk. Mokohwa mobetimi make bookings for an appointment. Base and I say become a successful entrepreneur. Let's turn your vision into a reality.
All night Saturday night our club. Yali Martin men shock and the Google cap with them. I the shape in out the Bible bed. Go for say, Yala so they snap in the bed. The guys in our group chapel walk well. Laboshe, on us on a club with one bed. Tina me some pa, the yellow sumia. We say, unia, they be sawaso, Yamesumapa, the yellow sumia, but you hope full of body lukeni. Say Yamesumapa, the yellow sumia, that tell you be doing the plastic. Yamesumapa, the yellow sumia, Shasumamia, you look like the penny. Messages me the Adanyami baba physical. Sawan consider pada. I shall have it when you nipa. Kwaso no kwalo no waso aso fin tumo wanka. Sika samini tichapuli here fin tumo wamba.
This is GN Radio.
I will put on the things fall apart. I can was anointed men touch. Chapuli wa school sipa. Nanso na messy we do no kobi. Inte ye nyame so papa na yelu sumia. Abi se unia, debi sa wa so wo. Nyame so papa na yelu sumia. Wa me danka na sama ye mabweli. Inte nyame so papa na yelu sumia. Na unia fumu endu mo fenteni. Nyame so papa na yelu sumia. Nom na membu wa de we na shebi kesi ase. Kamu so fo ejiwa ho.
Yes, of course. Very soon we'll be speaking to Ernesto. Ernesto Safo. Ernesto, what's to say?
Co-host, Valerie, no idea.
Nyamia Daruma, Ochiao.
Good morning, Ernesto.
Good morning.
Ernest, and then I pay young share a year and come out here twitching far and some ACCTC. Day one, Endra and a chassis a year voters registration. Or baby say assessing the compilation of voters register. Endra, who is saying?
Okay. Now I'm in chair and I'm in chair Teacher PP executive chairman Tani. Doctor, Enra they say I think say he cried at the statement about said they were overwhelmed by the amount of people now attending up for the first day. So I think say look, judging it from there, not only the first day out of I think say 38 days now, it looks to be a very good encouraging first day, and as a first move. Everyone wants to register. But obviously, a new process, and every new ABR, any little hitch, and all of
challenges
these exactly. Even UK Accra, we struggle with all those glitches. But the only problem for yesterday was the naysayers, especially NDC youth organizer, Joshua Kamba. He was very happy. Say Abu easy stuff. But yes, on one of the radio stations, he made it quite clear. Say he's not interested in the fight. Said that he will be successful, but he's only there to cause chaos. And I say, if people go wrong, now he'll be very happy. I mean, same why as a country. So what am I say? Apart from that, already, I think it was very good exercise for the first day. And as the MPP, said we keep encouraging Ghana and EBI, it doesn't matter party or support to PPP, MPP, independent, go and register because one register that should be now compare MPP and any other jobs. You need to be a voter registered person. So what am I saying? If the opportunity is there for everyone to register, and it's 38 days, so everyone, be our time to register.
Let's just say, still on yes, more time ahead for this exercise.
But it's like concept the way I used to Ghana forward crowd here. To be honest, I was very surprised yesterday because last minute people, we are in the last minute. But the way I share social media, I share news, media houses, the way they were covering it with a lot of people, like it showed the energy to register now. I mean, it's called to a testament to the people there. Everyone is willing to keep Nana Akufo-Addo as the president for the next 4 years.
Hey, and go for register and we'll be a to about the President Akufo-Addo. But quickly, young Shadia, which is very important. And minim sawu video nibia easy for a call centers nibia womo na chese car womo team no branded with MPP colors. Who tis answer we are as a member of the incumbent party. Right.
But is it me who say video ni bi na and I make say ye who and obviously I was here to verify say indeed omo ye easy stuff and I say
and my verification I be bia just omo ye easy for and omo ti MPP pa pick up mu pa and materials e gum and e dey aba center.
Yeah, I understand. If that's the case, yeah, that's unfortunate incident. From the EC side, they should be independent and they should remain independent from my point of view.
They just say the truth and the fact, no.
Well, and I make if a true sister or a true sister, I mean, I've not seen that video. When I was see what you seen the video, but I mean, yes, if a true sister is higher data, and I say, or might get involved with. And Omako 10 people pick up to go to stations. I don't think so, right? But then the ABC one, they needed the logistics movement to go there. And to what if Senke Koye or NDC pick up, so would that be a problem?
Let's just say, Yenya pick up, be a MPP pick up, Uber Nigana be to me, easy for Nikas be.
Oh, and I'm because maybe at the time of need, maybe that was at that time. Maybe.
Let's just say maybe you are trying to justify it too.
Oh, doctor, you justify. I see my make say what I say.
Me dey mention say go for 18 and maybe sama wo mo.
But I'm putting I don't mean person me can be na say but as the electoral commission, we all know, and it doesn't matter what party I am.
Because who kobobo, Asante Kotoko ni House of kobobo. Na say a referee no beba park no so what Kotoko for basim. Am ye be born Kumasi agropramaso a. Who feels a house for fans for ebe feel say?
Oh, I won't feel, but doctor, we have to understand. Say we no kobo ni young boy. We a team sheet near here. Team sheet into referee influence say I'm on from player win because any ebony any players or my
na referee na tena bus nim dey aba do field ne so no just say enya dey a
and I make sure say doctor enya election day no na different.
And to you Ernesto we are the MPP youth chapter London catch me and say you see nothing wrong.
The American say and your competition about 1 year to Namra. It is easy. It's now a pick up when people pick up at the call constituency and I say a police station call just to supervise to make sure that we be okay. And no does not mean say Eastern is bound to rig election in MPP favor.
Are we not creating more tension? I'm uncomfortable because I'm passing a kanye from beginning. I say easy. Wa fa kwan bi so person rig election. I do mo court in no and that way or MPP for come.
Oh yeah, and I say it was quite unfortunate said that incident this year. But so UTA 2012 court, the Supreme Court judges, I must say election I won at the polling station. And as long as I'm aware, and I'm trouble. Say Kotoko knowledge you see, say a football match near Koboyane has. It is how they Kotoko knowledge number there. A team sheet in our coaches near you for no more. And as a coach, you know now best players. How they Kobo. It may me referee now, but me to make yourself Dr. Ren, but because or no, bet me I should go and I make me a job side a man. Because Obia selecting a candidate that both parties think any other parties no. Obia on a parliamentary candidate and in the presidential.
Yo, Ernest, young friend who see what now
the main focus there Obia be working for that instead of focus on when I register there. Go out there and register. At the end of the day, no, December 7th, and no important. Go and vote for. Obi a person vote money but who vote to another guy say your buy ya wa ma drink so
This is GN Radio UK.
Now, you come with the buy, you live on WhatsApp, your own triaka. Now, Ghana, now all of this. Now, one district, one constituency, one ambulance, all of this stuff. Now, so beside the Aquacoma,
Ernesto, assessment, I was assessing as it's here. What the party manifesto need more promises about Rimwe.
Oh, Sana Metro said, why are only piano? They say a Ghana for
because I'm a cast one cast a boy Ukrainian shots, and young shots there, and then would the formation to just see idea, and the Amia and the young shots who and control Dino, Nayan to Mamma.
Sana Metro said, maybe a semi may Sana make a cotocone has the share, which she will be a man of fans. It is saying, no, I say. So we have Mayweather fighter or no obey your fight or because of big ball in ya no call the kind of ball as I can ya call ring. And the end is on your Monday crowd because the money and where they say now easy cotton MPP pick up many easy after that. And I make a unfortunate incident, it shouldn't happen. But the main cause of the incident and young run here to about 20 years December 7th. In Ghana and EBA should go out and register December 7th to Aba Emma any party of your choice. But what to announce was it now they are top. Sana maker.
You and then Minji Wadrinche Emfa a year and Samoa Ababatuja a Monday Efa a year Auditor General. Yes, you won't proceed on leave. Giddy. Adaya.
Yeah. Auditor General then Ghana sometimes any party sending film. What do you any party sending film, doctor?
Ye film.
How about you Juma 3 years? Now on annual leave. Oh, I was saying some of our laws we need to amend some of those stuff. And if one crowd will lose that holiday, how can you accumulate a holiday 3 years? And then it's still there. I know just the president is having to take your holiday. And then it's a political, can you say,
Valerie, and find a question, Emma.
Okay.
Ernesto, now me person me cousin I used to work for I was the public affairs officer at the auditor general's
yeah.
I was back in 2008 or 7. I was head of public affairs at the audit service in Ghana, and what I know from civil service practice is that it doesn't work so much like it does in the corporate sector where you have your set holidays or annual leave to take in a particular year, and you have to take it before the year ends. If I recall, when I was given my when I started work, I don't ever remember being given some sort of notice said these are my annual leave days, which I need to take within a particular in that particular year in order to ensure say I've exhausted it, and then we start afresh in the new year or whatever it is. Maybe it's changed. So my point is it's a non-issue whether he's taking annual leave or not. These big men, so-called big men and big women in Ghana, they go on trips for a number of days, weeks, and sometimes they use those trips as
their
holidays basically, even though they're working. And so it's I don't think it's such a big issue. My issue and my question to Ernesto would be, does he agree with the way Omo approaches in terms of him being given the notice to proceed on leave? And I've heard somewhere say he wasn't even aware this was put out in the media. He wasn't told personally or something like that. I don't know how far that is true. But what does he think as a party person of this particular,
And even for answer, let me even marry this one to wait. Say, the director of communication of the president, and so Eddie Beshimu say when
there was an earlier incident with Atta Mills and all that. I don't. how does he see it, Ernesto?
Yeah.
The truth and the facts.
Also, okay, and I make it. There's always a precedent to be especially our Ghana.
And so you're quiet anymore. You see, you're quiet anymore. You're quiet anymore.
And I said what is to be learned from the history, and we try to improve on that. But maybe, yes, if he wasn't aware, I always say I would believe that. Say he wasn't aware, say that was coming. Now he was put in the media.
Ernesto, can you mummy some answer be? And I feel you pursue you na who do color na share MPP flag colors na be shim. And we said no. Instead of being a citizen, let me be an MPP member. I didn't know I am sir.
No. I say I don't say maybe I'm because I also make cars. I'm sure. We see all the cars mashimano. Now me kuimano. But the American say it's quite unfortunate. Say. As Attorney General, Auditor General, every got 3 years work without a holiday. And I saw accumulated so many days that he will have to be forced out technically. He will have to be forced to take the holiday. And yeah, it's not right. Yeah, not very so cannot. Yes, I get that. But we need to find a solution because it will keep happening. Because they don't have time to take holiday. And I said they will struggle to do this. If it was put out in the media, now he was not aware, which I believe, say, His Excellency Akufo-Addo is not someone like that. Because the Auditor General now, no, that's what he does. Or a report on Parliament for them Parliament to have a look.
Public Accounts Committee, yeah.
Yeah. But then you put that in the media before he even takes it.
So the politics of you do me, I do you. No one here to us.
It's not politics of you do me, I do you. But no, and I say he was in court, man, contempt. So until let's just be objective. Let's say Akufo-Addo is targeting Dom Level. Oh no, he was appointed a day before the NDC was leaving. But he's doing his work. I like what he's doing, to be honest. But if the fact say he will be forced to take a holiday, now he wasn't aware never media. I know the which Akufo-Addo will not do that. It's in line of communication, the person that was meant to direct the communication to him, maybe didn't do it. But that's only admitting, maybe assuming without admitting, Christ said that was the case because you're only speculating. So that's my saying.
And you're not, Subeka said, he's been more or less victimized as a result of past incidents.
He's not being victimized. He should just do it. He's been doing his work for the last 3 years. If he wanted to take him out, I think that we would have found ways to do that.
Right.
Okay. Yo, Ernest, idea and pay AMA for Nyamiada Roma, Womo constructed 2-story COVID-19 isolation centers at Kaneshi Polyclinic. News, I'm saying good news.
Yeah, very good news. And COVID-19 is here, and I think that there's a lot of private. There was one of the Ghana, I think that's perfect. I think that Obi was talking about a private entity, be also contributing as an NGO to also build isolation centers. So it's a very good move for Yenina.
Meaning, sir, the Church of Pentecost said one more some of Omo buildings in
Omodi Amakra is an isolation center or that. So we're very good because COVID-19 is here to stay, and we need to find ways that we will be able to. Because growing up, we were watching movies, all these infections, but none of us took care. I didn't bet me happen. But in our time, who knows when the next one is going to come again? COVID-19 will go, there will be another infection, maybe a Besaba, and maybe that one there, it might take but Radempire said, as long as the MPP will remain in power, they provided the best health facilities for Ghanaians, for their better health, and make sure, we protect the Ghanaian people against any death be able to be prevented, unnecessary deaths. Yes.
Quickly, na minja okra na ko. Your friend is saying, Ghana Medical Association for the Assembly to just say yɛhwɛ ɛyɛ the CE social distancing ya observe omohwɛ nso a PPE ne nneɛma bebree is a challenge ɛma ɛyɛ wɔn mo efutuo bɛ na ade bɛma ɛyɛ MPP for teacher wɔn mo di machi about say wɔn mo go ahead with this voter registration.
Oh, Doctor, my question also beside the put to bed the Magana for what's go just MPP for which I don't think say right. It's a put to Magana for you and say yeah COVID-19 and now coronavirus and Oka 1 10 now to Oko yeah register now. But by no a face mask making sure say in them because yare no obi o kra che no kra omo de no kra so na omo de yen kofo mo so omo kra so na de yen kofo mo nti nyina no account ni na account we see I share the happy on Brazil a day nipa over 1,000 timi wudi and then starting the see Ghana the NSN ka samaba but e bon pa Yankopon do ye Ghana ya see kra be match nipa 7 wudi busiafo mo afre o ma de nyina no it should be an crying and Yankopon and to trouble Ghana. Now, you know, because now the numbers will go up and TMO home being protected one another. Say, for any future, Yankunya problem can see, but you did say, the Ghana Health Service or my idea, Enche, and your best at Yaba from now. Ya start to go about near your ma was here.
Yo, and Ernesto, Yedibesia, Nanyamia, the Moch Nansuno, Dasene, a best to train como. You, Ernesto, Anna, Yatin and Cano, Nature say, Ernesto Studio, ye can't Ernesto, dear Nature say, the London chapter youth organizer or no in the down the war.
Anytime you file your tax in Australia, anytime you file your tax in Asia, remember that your money can end in the pockets of some corrupt leader, or your money can be that money that is used to buy guns and ammunition to kill women and children in Africa because the government gives it to Africa as aid. So put pressure on.
And they fire your phone calls in them because exactly 10 a.m. A plus but you train come off. The deputy youth or deputy organizer for the NDC at the train come on now. Yeah, phone line so now Mr. Yawintem and the Rudona friend deputy organizer at the train come on effort and someone and I don't pay abano.
Africa, this be Africa, where I wanna be. This is
phone line so now deputy didn't come on. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, doctor.
I do more patch on our way.
Yanko found out more than one pipe will be able to. Number
no way.
And so he was over traveling case area now, women up.
Hey, deputy, young quay so, and they AMA for say Omobabe constructed 2-story buildings, COVID-19 isolation centers, CB, Kaneshi. Racho, we will be say ASMUT, ASMPAT, me boy.
Oh, yeah, my member for a few days, Namentia, only what you may afford. Namentia, what you forced in your
so
Namentia and this for Omanyam Repa 80 or Fidia. Namentia, my Papa John Dramani Mahama. Incoming President Ghana for any that's so back home. Obey Ghana for a free army. I want TTM and a comu and a codandemo. Now we visit in Trocra, Yetra. You did you see a consul? I Ghana for Sabi, young slaves. Now will be a year free moon, now will be a kind of on fire. Pinia, or some okay, a Kayasempa. Some Pombetima, dear, and Kayasempa. The American is sent Kayasempa, say, say Adabia Batu Biano, Utu one among the Ubeyu and what flip. Say any papa, say any bonnie. It is a competent thing ever to a year. Apparently, Eddie kind of food papa. And to say, authority to say, AMA, not a woman magic to walk a crack. Not so almost the ball, bra, at the ashet, sabe, or moment, and committee say, eh, but dear mammy, Eddie said 80 minutes to ma. And he said, Unim say, Amy, at the time I will cast as some way, no. At the time, no much here. But man say, new assembly members, no. Any committee members, no. She had the first time I know Mushia, the chief executive.
Yeah.
And I was this assembly to that. And a papa son on I have been said, my main Mr. Munka, some I bear your woman there. No one found call from Yamanfo. Because many are over 93 any. I was saying, oh, Anna. In the other in the world train, I could see such one assembly members, no committee members this year, and son of the assembly have a tutor, and son of a more class or you be the Abua, Ghana for the man Tamofo. Said, dear, am my young son, yet GDA woman say. Emma, for we are catching a fair woman, you soup or mine sika, a Ghana sika. Over 1.2 million US dollars, also billion. We will see the figure now. But me can say 1.2 US dollars. That million, billion, and has a mile confused kakao. So we would achieve and can go to Munina. And only the woman you can wear money, so we would scan it got to move. Almost almost the size cannot go to any more. That was his very short toy, not to sign up a binfa. Na fire and crop walk, na ball a social idea go to in and wafa. In this any power, equal back the country, I will say. I said, I mean, procurement. Na Yabesi, a dandy say, at the Abuay and crop fire, listen one. A braya lay you so, I bet say a call. Menoka say, I put the Abusumin as a thing. In Tinachi say, I am if we say, be enough fancy, be no pay. At Jeffrey, assembly members in the committee members are Asiano, the first time of the Asia woman. Who is I say, Obama be Asia or Bafufra, but the one got put me Jawa no more. It would be like President Kufwa to Bay and then at that part there, what's in home be a ultimate. The Numja would die Abronoso. Intimidate, I see Omokusa could send Omoyaka Buagana for because there's a whole center in the Bibra. I am any baby place. I'm as I say, cry at Pentecost for the Central Region. And she said, I woman also to me, be one one of my Canadian Polyclinic. And look at the center, I was saying, remember the city in Finfina, a Betima Bois, Ama, Kayalisania, Hotel Timaba. And she said, we are better or Coronavirus, Inti say woman do man waka kwan bia so no we dey esre wo mo omo de na ko mu nyamaye na ba we ne promises there and say ye ka se mama na ye Ghana for the there minia uyi obia uyi aba we free wa unya bi ba bia bi nda
deputy yenhwe enra the see ye voters registration and a chance ye was who assess wo mo enra who is saying Ekoye were easy upon homodini?
When you are used to the Obeko Abba Abeka at Ghana for say, Wabon homody. A Ghana for na, Oma Umo Tuana Mono. Woman Diana was and Kayeche, say Nipana Wotuana Marco Redistano, Nevotono. Who in the car, which the Ben will fair move at his own smoothly. No, now I know more than one dance here. But the warrior the other day. And Yakura Obeka say, and you used to wait. As I enter Obaba because everything is 100% collect. But Mamufuano, Massa, and now the Mikazanka, Oma, Uncle, will be called for Mankabati. Oma, you frustrated. As he said, a bit more from one or no dealer, so also said, Aden na yi sinetiti wo mo na ankampo. Adene nya ready I can say enye ready. Me say na me no ka say people registration centers no. Ebinom kura nim ba bi a ebi wo. No mo ko bo wa ma no wa ha san ya betia ma ka say da bi o. Adene wa ha aye say ye di asiesie. Enti na wo ka say wa ye ready no. Now ready a wa ye ne say. Me ne no ati no so no yan show. Say nipa ne bi wo wa. Omo ko akodi na ho da machine no e ba ye no enya ready sa obi a o enso yesi machine na say say ready sa nipa ba ko na mienu ana machine na say dia e betuma ka say dia nipa mienu na omunde omunsa koto so no sabe tete ade omunsa nyina aboso asay machine no but ready sa obi a o na so yesi machine na e free use demo ba no machine na say e to so bi say if you wanya ahoboa na ya ka se wanya ahoboa nka wo so ojai no ma ga na fo nyi ate se me ana me kan so me sa me boa ye nti America ne sa say what the centers ni mu de 5 polling stations ade akogina ba bi ba ako 5 polling stations now they akọ 1 center no ye hu se enipa aba register wo mu ho no ebe dọọso enti nipa na ebe dọọso no na hwe yale a ye wo we mu at this time ya ahoma ban ahomboa ban na waya udi be contain sa enipa bebre we nyina but ana crowd no so obi wo ha won pa crowd o jina nipa mu chasa kakra bi na no tete na sa nkrofo ameka enu a ye ka se ya tasi wo mo ayi nyina ebi wa ye frustrated ne pressure ebi ana wo ba wo nyale bibi said in but obedru wo no ahokyera wo famu amtiti a wo famu no na ma tize no tete no nipa enya nipa bebre na etimi sa dom mu gina ne ade no nti ebi kwa betima ba se efisa member the pressure nti no yisi no na what otimi de ne niama gu akwa ntisa de eka na me no ka se machine bi wo ho a already say nipa mienu no na jump akoduru se already say nipa 24 if you say what is our issues we nyina
yegusu aya hwehwe yesi di o mo dina hihye mu no nti na cheta yesi di no edi so ya bala ninga ya da kan bi wo ho a enipa ne ready say na ya se o ready say mienu nti na cheta machines no aya machines that there wo ho isi anto machine bia na emo fikana wodie no ana opasa me ya exercise bi na ti say na me dia cover that e car me fi say Ghana for be kasa mabo na that NDC e bai anya ya be ka tire de say wafa kwan bi so di Ghana sika wafa kwan paso ntino won kwa twiri nti o pe bi dia kata no ho na nya sa anke die nti na enne na o se odi machine sim mo na ba obi adin ni so enipa mi onum yensa ready say na no machine na jump akodu 25 the dia jump every 15 eba already say one na ko 5 already say 2 3 no na ko 15 eko na nim na do 25 24 he said that bia what they say num ni nsia edu na ka ho nti ya dia ase adeni ya dika di niam ashishem danya dada ne dia wo dika di niam ashishem na eba ana binum a hotre wo mu de say ni say they say yisi unze o mu ba nyina ya ka say o mu si Ghana fo bebre nya Ghana fo en na me ne wo ka say ye nuanum Fulani fo a manfo akopam wo mo free wo mu centers say ya ma wo mu register mata areho if we say a try ye ni Fulani fo a ye no wo mu chi wo man mu bobla even ya vice president last year Fulani ni no na ya Ghana ambassador to AU United Arab Emirates yo deputy yen free one yen hwe auditor general omampenya ka so won proceed on leave bebre na de omanu atum se ne kwan so a no ebi mu kura se de bi nya ne kwan so a no hwe letter Euginahi etro ya no wo ma or refer the former president Professor Atamel se ne pen so kura ne bi si enti no ene isi a yenje ntum sa we are deputy organizer ma NDC
medimano edakwa no mo ma memfama no nsi yisi die so
yemre nti organizer yemre nti wo 3 minutes
medimano nsi wo yisi die no so na de Ghana fo nyina training set yisi mfa ne ma to akwam and also be a register. A good for the Sunday MPP in 2 MPP for a more by Quambas Bomba. A good for the Ajik or minor for the Bresika. On Fabin top PPE, especially the max. Into my Baba woman Yatika and Thomas Nibina woman Nibino. Now, what you be a woman, now Grafuna, you should know what you may register. Many my man is Attorney General, Auditor General, last time on the day. Obian Sana Eba. Na papa na na ti say all dine ana wati metin timo abeduru emfie mi esamuni nti o ma fa kwa bebre so a o ma fa o ma ntimi ba ade menia onu wati fo memusa mo say abawe baaye no papa ne say sebo 17 mo no wo ma ya kuku dam de da no why a obeto so mo why na odati ho no apart from sa Auditor General enkwana na aka ena so ana one say na ho kire no nti a wase o yi ni free ho because ono ani senior minister aye osafo mafo za papa we afa ben na sika over 1 million US dollars say what they akoye adwuma adwuma no so ye kwahwe ye na adwuma ni baabi a bebu ho akonta papa yi si wo mebu na ono ne busia ni na ye president no oni ni nyina afiri achim krom nti wo mebu akonta nkyere Ghana for wafa ana papa yi twe na bo so nti ano ya hwe kwan a safo mafo de papa yi fa so eno achi kata sese ne proya dwale aban we nyina no papa yi legina na so aka se won pene e ma na nye na ya hwe ne yo ekufu ado ba wo ka kire ye se wo beko kata sese ne proye one de na ba mu won fanfa ne mfikire na me ni awon fanfa ne mfikire no bi bo no wako a se nipa no wo awutwa ho ne kokko kuka wona ne nkwaku eno na abawe ye ne sabre ya nhwe na anu ya COVID-19 asem a ye ka ho asem yi
Deputy wo sima ba ko pe na for anu asima ye
ya medima no si no NDC fo de beto abontene e de koma Auditor General say wo hwehwe sika amanfo wo mu MPP fo aban yusu yi say wo mu de no anuane ache nuane e de amagana fo na say sika no ye fa ne say akodi amanfo botom and no papa you saw letter you na wo say ya mane ma ya adwuma we nti anya president kwa bia so hwe na papa you want to man pa mo no nti we ne de ne anim say eba nti no we no nyina ya kata asese pro ya adwale aban we ya on pese ye bobo so no no ana wo fa so kun because obia papa we akufu ado ka sa wone no ebe ko kata asese pro ye nyina akufu ado adan wo machi ahwe wo mo a wo di ni tuasi wo mo so Anansi ewo akufu ado ka kira ye say oba woni anansi principle na be ya adwuma and anansi principle no ebo ama wa ya adwuma no akufu ado nkrofo asole agina ama ne say anansi nkrofo kura ya
yo
eza kata asesa ne pro ye wo moko nti nyama wa say wo ma yi papa we ya say ya si empam ni mfro na emre kakra aka yi no Ghana fo sika aka wo mu be wia no bum bum a obi antimi nka ho asem but omudia ebibeka we no enya de omuntimi fanya mpuntu djuma bia no aka say omu oboka
yo deputy ye de besie ya eyamre ni nti ye beda wase na no pe na nyame adom a ochina ye betwe nkomo efia danso de ye ne wo betena ase ne atwetwe nkomo eye one on one with eye deputy organizer
na me da wase so ma makonya so e ma oba wa video so me tia woni watiefo nyina mo ma bai
yo ye da se eye the deputy organizer ema eye the NDC ana ye tene kan no eye ya wentem ana wode na no ato adwa no
the nation's finest. I just say my make you come some radio news. Someone kai say from me A+ co what yes I can and pen we dey come start me what daily guy feel a flex so base the guy me the kind fella I'm not public and the wife go fin swap on
Valerie politicians for nakasa
but I am not gonna be hype and also I will pay 20 from the daily guy.
I said the politics of you do me I do you. Wow.
Am I a politics? No, I are too predictable. Debia, a Fred MPP.
Yeah, Fred.
You know where it's going. Fred NDC. You know where it's going.
I saw an African movie.
It's too predictable. Daben yebenya balance kakra. Obibe timi akase. I'm MPP, but my party is not going, the right way. I mean, I have a lot of respect for, I have now a lot of respect for Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Before, I never used to listen to him because I thought he was blowing a lot of hot air around.
And it make
and they catch her because I think he is able to call out people irrespective of who they are, even though he's a staunch and a leading member of his party. He doesn't have any problems, calling out any wrongdoing when it happens, etc. And I think all the politicians in Ghana need to emulate that. I'm sure it comes out of.
Is it not because what's when
you are from a place of money, you seem to have a lot of power as well.
Encourage.
Exactly. Where maybe some of our other politicians might not have. But at the same time, I think if you say things with conviction, you get a lot of respect from your peers and your compatriots, no matter what it is. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Let's be bold enough to call these things out when we need to. And on the matter of Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, I think we need to get him one of these days to give us some sound bites.
Very, very good. And then Santa Claus and hello, good morning. Welcome to GN Radio UK. Hello.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning. We are sure so what share so the what share our page as I subscribe our YouTube and so.
Yo, doctor, I'm not paying my only what you for in action.
Yeah, you so.
Yo, doctor, sir, my person can be Auditor General. I said,
yet.
Same way, and yeah, someone I was a new to us. Someone I had a day and never. But the Yana can say, yeah, Papa, Kufuado. I say, me catch a papano. Me bunupa, Ghana fu bunupa, eating on Modue, sir, 2 minutes a day, a share, sir. Papa no obey and no matter what as a son from the you mean me say, obey no. And your papa will not send the corruption the young family feature. If you want my coin and my corruption and cost Ghana. Auditor General with the Ghana scar. And now a dear dinner why you are suffering my foot. Aqua foul Mansika, Aqua sell Mansika. Papa will hear him 1 man of time so my Michia a cano. And I could find what you in any affair. Your suffer my for any baby as in young Papa. I said, you can also a young man will put you a young people a communicator no put you the question. Once you're not off fumble. No fumble because when you are not there, bet me a choir and a Kufuado offer so a Bugana mine. Papa no hear because all by and would you say would you someone at the answer, not the other so crap. But all by you remember Corona Johnson. Papa is okay with this one. Again, Ghana for blue. Ghana for blue. See, being now when you are so many Titanas or one table. Ghana for a bread. If Patano or mine Titani in idea. And we're back for. Candace, the best you have when you are what you mean country. You can't say you how to mislead. Come on. We are president too. Which name I can sign some way and find so mommy you know what you're saying. And there's been a question. It's media papa and the kind of say one mama one funny 80 from so you know pass or fight corruption there because the corruption fight now fighting a day any below belt. Yo,
Kobia.
Among making sure saying Anas they will not make this guy popular. So Anas, yes,
Kobia. First year, I call up for from Sombra. Your time, Ninti. That's that was one. You need A plus super train come. Kobia and your tin and Kano. One super to me, Afre, Valerie Bebo, a number C. Now, Wafre, one so watch her wide.
Yo, me that's into studio lines, no number, then I may be free. 0203 735-8820 or 0203-286-0185. WhatsApp and so you were 0778-793-9958. We are on YouTube, GN Radio UK, Twitter at GN Radio UK, Facebook GN Radio UK. Your website and see at www.mygnradiouk.com. And see more subscribe at YouTube, Facebook. Share as much as possible. We need to keep the conversation going.
I appear to say
where's the MPP NDC? Where is TPP Baba political party and because minim say Kromo minim a member of parliament to be almost supported TPP pa Abrofo the third force ne bini man for planning abanoni wo baby and e bebusa a plus kwan kora wo fa so we nya sa kukudre in the 90s besine we stay focused into musu betimi afre eye numbers are Valerie de to dwano now so free Valerie numbers Nibium
Studio lines here 0203 735 8820 or 0203 286 0185. WhatsApp into 0778 793 9958. And as usual, your YouTube GN Radio UK, Facebook GN Radio UK, tune in GN Radio UK, Twitter @GN Radio UK. Keep the conversation going.
course, not just will be anye di Indiana, the man himself, A plus, between Como and I pay national so from my said station, GN Radio UK minute, Valerie, a co-host, and between Como and Tibomodia, and I share a social media handles, the so na bon de ro set time no aso say A plus, between Como.
Someone can say for me, Kwame A plus. Me say what's up, baby. Assemble, oh, back home. Oh, my cigar, where we are, shall go to. A baby, good three, baby. And me say what's up, baby. Assemble, oh, back home. Oh, my cigar, where we are, shall go to. If you are the one, what a who go to. And some four cause Ghana, Kwame Media Mecca. Means throw the pandas and need a beba. And this is what your brain say. Come, and when you hear I say, oh my ima, coco football, Munyanima forget as an intro. And this is the best school dying contract. Maybe beba. Then so, yes, it okuji Tony Pabefa. Dictionary, printing, maybe beba. Then so, yes, it okuji Tony Pabefa. Barsi, Brandon, maybe beba. Nemo, Mahama, de Bema, Yenipa, Mahama likes taxes. Minya can the key. Victoria Hammer, I am the 2P. Adequately, 1 million, echo in the free. Get us a share, no prior name to what they say. I'm Pagana, ye, Obia Pedubedi, and Cabana saying a teacher Kofi Adams. Then your cases are dying, Charlie, how come? But no more people, Mahama go bring come. Oh, Panadia, I don't know what they wrong am. Hey, echo the beer, Yana Mafi Papa J, Obusubempa, Famiko Huye, Aunt Nasa, Hemamundin, and Fonse, Nana Kunedu. Cry and the KK, Suina so a honey bed, ye. And the me say what's up, baby. Assemble, oh, back home. Oh, my cigar, where we are, shall go to. A bang, baboom, good three, baboom. And the me say what's up, baby. Assemble, oh, back home. Oh, my cigar, where we are, shall go to. If you are the one, what a who go to. Yeah, and the comment from a Ghana Pani, Pami, Kawenye. Ejebi we, jebi tiasi. Sena ya bua, nem penny for about your way bro papa. I said don't get yanum no creso on kada. Obek one many pakaso ni mukasa. Obia win yame his a brother benyo bino. After ya bonny biaso kanu pro behu. Chale the people they rush. They still too much. The houses and the cars, if you see you go shop. Can you go see Brazil and you may be prices. Dokuno ne kubi, omuye no times 6. Nipa bako pe. On my life, there's a free young cry, and if you add Tashi Muma, I sent Quadan, Dimo hide and sick. Nipa Kum, your time, I said, oh my yima, MPBA Koda, Obia Kokunapa, Uko Yin, your Mahabo, Buntu Mintia, Unisika, Ukotolite, prepare the far, Gary Long Cabo, Erade Behewumba, a dining soka, Oyen to Mintia, insurance, Nipetro, Nedi Driver Sika, Nassen, Nitticha training, no alawa. Appear to catch on, say, Yana Mempekasa. And the me say, what's up, baby? Assemble, oh, back home. Oh, my cigar, where we are, shall go to. A baby boom, good three boom. And the me say, what's up, baby? Assemble, oh, back home. Oh, my cigar, where we are, shall go to. If you are the one, what a group go to. Yeah, you're going to go the next Olympics. You say, well, I feel there will be shall we meet up. So, what's the work? I want to Ghana City, NDC, MP, Uhuna, Sene, Uhuna campaign, Mrs. Sene, Sika Papa, Yankasa. I am terrified. Say, be camouflage. No crime and trouble me to me identify. When you hear no crime, just say, walk or verify. Some fun, CC Brazil, NDC, but justify. You bet Waba, no Mugu Asakota. So tall back up, Ubashena Wawai. Jessica, you're spending on bus branding. And so, yes, school feeding. And the child Sylvester Mesa were killing. I confirm to the Burkina away flying. Sika pay for the beer, yes, it bush banning. And check, Southern penny for no Beko prison. Why you made the time, so Charlie, you just leave him. But when you don't be honest, Charlie, God bless him. And see the brain, I got my Benya healing. And the C executives in the cocaine dealing. Make a car, yes, Kwame A plus career die. Men me a 2-2 Some will catch a friend me Kwame A+.
Enti debi me say what's up baby boom. Assemble wo home beko. O my sika we be a show boto. A baby boom, wo three boom. Enti debi me say what's up baby boom. Assemble wo home beko. O my sika we be a show boto. If you have the one, what a huru koto. Enti debi me say what's up baby boom. Assemble wo home beko. O my sika we be a show boto.
Forget every other station. Leave it for me, Charlie, yeah. We are more than I. Okama Sempa Martini na GN Radio. Forget everyone, Moana Moko.
Yes, of course. Enter you need the man himself. You need A+. Everything come off. And some of the adults. If you want to bet me, Eddie will messages and also brand new questions in our bar. You may be sad the amount. How was Shas here? You better share some baby. Victoria Hammer. You better minimum so one gas I will be sir. TPP no son, a bay and ask you about the political party. To me at body ama more. And community adults so. If Frida was so sharing a Germany. Say Jack, I tell April plus as I want in them. And I will train. You can't wait, Mate. So Dr. Ren, greetings to you and Valerie. I've kept a year waiting. I'm in America, Georgia to be precise, and I'm waiting to hear A+ voice before I go to bed.
The people they rush, there's still too much. The houses and the cars, if you see you go shop. Can you go see Brazil and you may be prices? Dokuno ne kubi, omoye no time 6. Nipa bakope, to me bu on my life. There's a free young cry, shenefu etanshi muma. Asen kwada, di mu hide and seek. Nipa kum ni otain, I say omayima. MPB akoda, obia kokune kwa. Uko yin yoma habo, untu mentia, unisika, ukoto like, prepare that far. Carry along cabo, erade behe wumba. A dining soka, ohin to mintia. Insurance, ni petrol, ni di driver sika. Nursing, ni teacher training, no alawa. Appear to catch on say yana mempekasa.
Eti debi me say what's up, baby. Assemble, go home back home. Oh my sika, where we are share boto. A baby boom, go three boom. Eti debi me say what's up, baby. Assemble, go home back home. Oh my sika, where we are share boto. If you have the one, what a rukoto. Yeah, you got to go the next Olympics. You say both, I feel there will be share umita. So we see we Ghana, massa want to Ghana City. NDC, MP, Uhuna, Sene, Uhuna campaign, Mrs. Sene, Sika Papa, Omu, Yankasa. I am terrified. Say, be camouflage. No crime and drug me to me identify. We need to no crime, just a walk of verifying. Some CC Brazil, NDC, but justify. You bet Waba, no Mugu Asakota. So tall back open, Obashana Wawai. Jessica, you're spending on bus branding. And so you need to car, you're school feeding. And the tires, Sylvester Mesa, war killing. I confirm to the Burkina away flying. Sika pay for the beer, you say bush spending. And check.
Valerie, you share Embra, you to tune your money and Saka A+, no. And that just a wish you more. And Mr. President, the decision now, what take is a woman, Auditor General, Atlas, what opinion were home?
It came as a shock because I don't know if the timing, I think the NPP is being quite strategic about it, and it's not difficult to see through this. So they're saying that the man has accrued leave, which he needs to take, and so he should proceed on leave. But this is exactly 6 months to the end of the year. We're in an election year. Are they trying to sort of avoid any more scandals coming out from the audit service? Because we know in the past, this man has been at the forefront of uncovering quite a lot of corruption issues that have come out. More recently with this Get Fund. And we've come to know there are people who've had access to it, and they shouldn't have had it. So there's a lot of questions on my mind about the timing, because it's not very difficult to see that, okay, 6 months to the end of the year, 6 months to election, let him go on leave, and should the NPP win, he might not even come back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because by that time he would have probably he should retire or something.
That will be getting closer to his retiring age. Yeah.
So basically, he's not going to come back. He's not having his job back, and it's quite unfortunate because, like, as one of the callers mentioned before, this NPP government, they came into power on the goodwill of the people to fight corruption. Yeah. They have been touted as the anti-corruption party. And so to deal with someone who, the Auditor General, who's seen as someone leading, the corruption fight, is quite unfortunate. On the other hand, also, the Auditor General has been seen as someone who's been too much in the media. As I've mentioned before, I used to work for Audit Service as head of public affairs. Albeit it was a very short stint, but I learned quite quickly. And I know Audit Service, Omojumani, are very behind the scenes. They do a lot of investigating, spend lots of time uncovering things, speaking to people, because it's auditing, isn't it? They have to uncover, speak to people, investigate before they come out with their findings. And so to have him as the head of the service, constantly in the media, talking about issues here and there, for me I wasn't comfortable with it. And for someone who's been in the political space for quite a while, I could see it coming. This man would be a target of unnecessary. He was courting unnecessary attention negatively. And so now that it's come to this, it hasn't been too surprising to me. What has shocked me is that the fact that the party has decided to take this move. Of course, the NPP would argue, it's purely proceed on leave and nothing else. But we have a history of, public servants who've been asked to proceed on leave and have never come back. I mean, I can't think of any off the top of my head, but there is a history of if anyone's asked to proceed on leave as a public servant, it means more or less and so maybe this is different. It's not time to say goodbye to the Auditor General or the ex-Auditor General Daniel Domelevo, but as it stands now and in the minds of a lot of people, it looks like Nejumano and it's unfortunate because the NPP government is seen or was seen as the anti-corruption party.
Okay. Just say
it's not because a beer MP this time around need any difference. Me and Fana say he's let's proceed on the basis of arguments. He's just being asked to proceed on leave, but proceed on leave prior to you being you taking your resignation. They kind of say end of service. Not just say and one no.
Now, I mean, kind of a for say A plus, Mr. Obin, I am ready. Enche Ebekoni akofa live feed, na yene no edi eho enkomo. And so clearly, Daniel Yao, Dom Levu, it looks like as if say what the president letter what they have for Eugene Ahin, clearly. And also citing the example of the Professor Ivan Sata Mills there.
And for him to actually cite that example, in the case of that ex Auditor General, it was the same thing. He was asked to proceed on leave and he never got his job back under that tenure. And so is it history repeating itself? And it's interesting, sir. He was the board chair for the current Auditor General. And it would have been interesting to see how the power would have played, because board chair who was asked to proceed on leave now overseeing more or less an Auditor General who's trying to fight corruption. I don't know how that would have panned out.
A+ Akwaba. Good morning, Mr. Obing.
Good morning.
But you are home to say. Nyame adom boko ye hoye megye di say friend is saying and some of the edoso but once again let me take this opportunity and say we are most grateful say waje mere, because I know say on tie any interview and say no we be nyam for interview no dene papa ye beda Richard Ase won the modern boy no so aboa ama yenya wo na ye ne wo etwetwe nkomoyi Mama Shasie, yedi yenimu, and I'm just one of us who are womutie womutie free Belgium, Germany, France, Italy, Crony Dorso. Obi Busa say briefly, why A+?
Okay, but that's it. I mean, if we answer, I mean, clear, and that's what's up. And you say be a maintain you, but Radio 4, no, they ask you the same questions over and over, especially when it comes to Ghana. In fact, and when you finish granting them an interview, they twist everything that you said and they go and say what will sell their websites near media houses, how do you call it? Traffic website. So simple and short, I turn on my Facebook, how you heard it, you can go and take it from there. And the interview them in because the TF will be who are more pensing and church media, the aftermath of the interview, and a problem, over can samba, or move back can send you almost yes, no much or can some. I decide, say, as long as I work on my Facebook and I'm a interview. There are so many media houses. I grant them interviews almost every day. They say be a Cry FM, be an interview. It depends on who. And now first day I can say what happens after the interview will determine say baby you much na I'm ever ready for any interview.
Yo, wait there any ebeda CBM na Marjorie was see what France. Watch out the French thing. But what's me busao A+, the ba 80 or the ba 18 years a friend of Sylvia. Who is A+?
That's how we do any definition bad you. The answer bad, but me try me a Ghanaian I personal na me concentrate on doing music, especially politically incorrect. Currently, I'm the leader of the People's Project. Yet, answer will be able to about Ghana. The person should be voting for development in their various communities, not voting for individuals and how they look and who is tall and who is short and who is handsome, but who can actually fulfill the promises that they are making, and also omode mpuntu beba empatemu ayatimu. Yeah, basically, that is apart from that, so be baby who just any measure sure say Google bit me answer better than me.
Kwame, share any say from the 90s, or shall see the nyom tour and the shall see do na nimu because of a music ninti and go for Eddie Nimu. Me person me busa. It looks as if say clearly share nyom tour na say you had your focus, the purpose and tia we are nyom. And then share from the 90s, basically, your message is still the same. It hasn't changed, and it's even getting more stronger and stronger each and every day. But Mimbusa, a DNA influence with this kind of courage. Emma will start to say to a controversial songs, attack a amampenya one more be brain wa ba besin akono.
Me feel say anya courage o me tax na me tua Ghana for tua more for that Ghana any to light na wato no wonya sa woto let's yan can stay be at 10 pound na 10 euro would share with me mu a ebeba be at 9 pound and 9 euro be visa and obi mbisa say na one pound na 1 euro no e wo hefa obi mbisa na I don't think we here could grow to access other than a matter like 10 euro na a 10 euro na menya 9 euro ni a chere say ya two street light levy e pata e say am be two street light levy but who was street light ana matter light what to be what there what they call street light amami for 30 years mini street light so kana would say e wo hefa I didn't na mini street light. I don't need to master courage to ask these questions. I don't need to be courageous to be able to ask where is the money that you have taken from the people what can say you're going to use it to provide street light. Nancy yeah ambulance so Ghana ambulance ni how ya ambulance so omo to ambulance by and omo wie ye no mbeto onyom kire yen se wo feetwo mani ewu ya to na ya na mehwe Ghana for no some say enti yen na ye dede se oman ye hia ambulance ne by ambaka say omo ye dede advocate ye no ya osi da omo say omo atwe aban adwen esi so omo ama aban pressure ma aban de ambulance aba no omo omo ka yen say o feetwo what enyum bi aba o feetwo say wo ye dodo asa wo kasa dodo bu eni ma ya poto aba na saying ya say you hear street light on the motorway. We need street light on the motorway. Yeah. And then we also must see street lights be ho. So every time because see to just some of the light aba. And then we also the light to see so because you have a aba. We I don't need courage to demand development. I don't need to be courageous to demand that what my money is taken, no, it must go and serve that for which it was taken. And you know, me who say no, I don't mean a normal. Me like there's nothing to fear. I don't mean whom you
about the answer, we say if you don't fear, are you not putting your family in danger? Say in some way, okay, I know I didn't know. And then Kofun so I na call me. We say yes, it's true. You are demanding for the basic amenities. UK, it's some of these basic things. You don't need courage, so be out to ask. But when it comes to African politics, now sometimes a bit rough, kakra. The question is, don't you get worried about your family as well?
I get worried when my family more anything can happen. Get worried when your friend is saying maybe my family too quiet. When for somebody can be involved in an accident, so you get worried. But they see your mem say now we say obi and me you'll be me change Jesus. They change Jesus. Obi and me you'll be in 1990 BB Ghana na Rawlings na president as soldier forward too much power military no what too much power no organize komi preko. Ono ne ma omwewu. Akufo-Addo ne ma omwewu. It is Akufo-Addo better na memu ha. Obi a all eno obi wudia. And you na Akufo-Addo na onye nipa. And I was here catching to say you have to make this country peaceful for everybody. What Akufo-Addo is the biggest beneficiary of democracy in this country. Akufo-Addo there was some kadibia yeko demonstration tiano because oko komi preko demonstration no oko ba ye na omo win power pe no omo to vote. What was Kumi Preko for? Kumi Preko was for say Rawlings person introduce VAT. The Ghana for say Akufo-Addo ne nkro for say omonti ase I didn't know say the VAT bomb man. Value added tax. Omonti ase omo ko demonstration manipa for yeah. But omo win power pe omo too ko 12.5%. The same VAT na omo ko demonstration won. And this over power na so obi kasakeka. Was any panning sure say on all casa. I will now organize the demonstration, the whole country, the biggest demonstration. A man penny out, so no organize it. No be Kasakeka, I would say, own sure. Means Rubia. I mean, so me, me buadio, nanado, me bunisa me papa. And a coach and a chest or see, I didn't need any woman penny for. Oh, yeah, then I am a catcher because me papa say, or two way, or you be way to make a say, what's the man yet? I was something to make catcher. Nanado is the president of Ghana. I have so much respect for him. But Michiano one Americans and another means rule. Means rule and coupons fathers and income. That was the India.
Na Yanshadio. Usas freedom of speech 1, freedom of speech 2. The entire make one say Usas no. Ukaya na manfo G wasem 2 money 2 abatia aye the NDC den ko mampanyin kufo betena so obaye no beka se na senka owaboa mampanyin kufo abade a MPP na wa ba mu na oboa enso baye ancha na obeye okasa ya etwi nkofo adwene ko botaye ntia na still NDC wo so na wo kasa tia no na oye ya na de agigon ebaye wo mu a ana 2008 ebesun ye na osa support to na dan kwa Akufo-Addo mampanya wo kana asem sisi obebusa se edi ana A+ wo hwehwe a wonsa enkan yentia akoye se consistently no we put it out those messages they twi Ghana for adwene akobibi so
so as I'm now kind of consistently I have permanent interest in a better Ghana. I don't have permanent interest anybody's political ambition. Yes, I have permanent interest. Even who say Oman ya yetimu, and ma and wo. The 63 years of exporting gold in this country. After 63 years of exporting timber, after 63 years of exporting diamonds and all the natural resources that any country will wish for, and ma will give birth on the bare floor in this country. A mother from war. After at Nyamakan, a nipane and one into from the same pond. Human beings and animals drink water from the same pond. Akwara sebi di akofi no mo konom de bia ye aduane na nantwie ginem na ono so enum bi na nantwie ko se eja ne nan gu ensuo no mu. And these are the things that I want to see changed. That is the reason why I'll campaign for everybody. Is that me say, wow, we say ye to Obama or mem and also to make catch and say only 50 ministers. Ghana does not need more than 50 ministers. Ghana does not need more than ministers.
I have 50 ministers. 50 as in 50.
50. Ghana does not need more than 50 ministers. Ghana, you hear more than 50. You were minister for Yeah, I'm sure idea what Ghana. You were Minister of Security. You were Minister of in charge of national security. You were National Security Coordinator. You were National Security Director of Visa. You were Director of National Security. You were BNI boss. You were CID boss. You were Yoko boss. You were Interior Ministry. You were Deputy Interior Ministry. You were Chief Director at the Ministry.
It looks as if we can even just have only one institution. A bit to me, your money now. So,
you were great ministry. You were Ministry for Food and Agriculture. Or Ministry for Fish and You were Minister for Annual Report. Like crops I know about every year, and the lifespan year 1 year. Year one going to be water. You were Minister for Perennial Crop. Horticulture. You were Minister at the you know, you said Nanado over power. That's a maybe campaign amana. Maybe your campaign amana say John Mahama you're incompetent. Incompetent. Or be so to me fine like to me with all the resources that he has, he can't do nothing. And you know, Nanado as a competent leader to come and do everything that John Mahama couldn't do. John Mahama had 87 ministers. Akufo-Addo 123 ministers. People say, oh, we the Amiana campaign man by it, and yes, I won't call heaven. It's a heaven view of baby. Yes, I won't can correct. Yes, and you know, my interest is in Akufo-Addo coming to reduce the number of ministers that John Mahama had. It is Obana say on ya, me some Ghana. It's madana me who ya me against you because who catch and said John Mahama your family and friends. No, ni bia wana bam. But who buy and union finance minister, union a road union a housing minister, union ubia ubibia or baby, ubi sasa identity or the school, Ghana ubia and school. And you know, as someone you can and we should be able to do the same thing today. That is what makes you a principled person. I will see you to me cancer some and there. Anybody or no based on where they are or who they are dealing with, no, on your papa. And you know, and yet say via your campaign a man and now to say omra na yen hwe nanimu ye ombe ye adwuma bi say adwuma no say wan ya ye beda na ye ho agensi no me maka kire say maka kire obi asa me mento aba man na ado and I mento aba ma John Mahama so because 28 years of NDC MPP me hu bibia aba my Ghana. I'm going to vote for anybody as I aside NDC MPP or better me say or pepe so baby papa bi amagana
na just say me tie we dia December election yi dia unto aba emma omampina na do Dankwa Akufo-Addo a emere bi no o campaigning strong man no
that Michiano one make kire ne say na me men o ma make campaign tie no omo amudi na twom ye yodum ye beto am me menka ho me make kire ne say me men to aba ma and yes be amanto amana o wini o
but who vote the own farmer no
I am only registering my protests. The protest so na be ya me da metumi da e feel good abana papa no ye president me man to amano until if there is any mess I'm not part of it at this point no me da me dream say me ka ho ne de na do buy ye did us and no and na so be protect public purse. It's coming to protect the public purse. Wakofa special prosecutor, some sleepy old man, be a veteran, so a special prosecutor, waste of taxpayers' money.
Mr. Oben, where the Facham Kakrana, Kabama or Nesu Kakrabia, Nidimu, I'm say, he say, Yentene Papa, to the Mr. Nidimu.
me pacho ya na me bie mu die no so kakra because me tie mu pa.
Okay. Yo mamema tie phone bie mu ye mai engineer ni bie mu. Okay, pacho Mr. Obi yanko A+ yanko.
Ya ene ye ka say.
Yeah.
Wakofa prosecutor abag omemu ha. Don no ye special muta.
Martin Amidu na okay.
Namidu. Nanadu epesa o protect public person into no kofa special prosecutor na buy. Special prosecutor no dey buy no. One Ghana on GB ma oman we. One. After ya bonu on GB on TV be ma oman. The budget is $180 million. The man office, the man bodyguard cast. On GB back. But because Nanado, His Excellency Mampeni, the corruption agreeing or the bar me abemu. What the be ya so Nanan crop on the crop and crop for the come. It is life. It is about life, about the lives of Ghanaians and even those who are not born yet. Because of the corruption agreeing about abemu, the only person all year a juma all born mine sika ho banya all this sikama of mine sebia obi ekodi sika bi ni so di no aka cho so sika bra we retrieve sika bebre in the millions back to the state and to proceed on leave because or block mo all mo be sika wo ho into you say auditor general ko leave. The only person left in Ghana who is fighting corruption and is retrieving money to the state for the apamo sana Dr. Anyanwo Kolebu on makwan microphone be for the apamo akufo is very corrupt. Yeah, I'm on my website. I mean, I'm kind. Okahu, he supports corruption. He is for corruption. Look, he can be president for million years. Me, I don't care. Or yeah, corrupt. But he's a very corrupt. But Ghana, Hano, what can bro for now with media when him style here? Nasa and for support. So now, what why when him now come bro for race. Nasa Junior Gogo, no, yeah, best footballer. Junior Gogo, best striker. Junior Gogo ni bobo. May his soul rest in peace. But both but Ghana ha no you fine boy now you we penny ajiwa ye body Akufo-Addo looking at his record obi a wugina ho ka say me be protect or mine sika anka when you nipa baako a o protect sika no ma sika we a wugi ye wo de koye den da bi empata so je fabra no waje no asan dia mo man no was me pesa me pamo because on your former war was some issues be Akufo-Addo is very corrupt.
Not just say any enemy till we party A+ yet very disappointed in a year Akufo-Addo.
Bruh, if there's any word a broad disappointment so and nya de bi a ye can say if ye kata so mu aso kata ye can chere on one kan na say na at your age 6 years ye support you do ba ben nana you should be able to fight for this country nyaka wo wi asenya medema no endorse say ye cop nipa a nature endorse sa ye bibi ja o my Ghana ba oni maseme besi anado obedi president ewie so we need election we obedi ewie no we di 80 ye kan samachiro mo ntie ni nanado obedi president ewie no we di 80 onya so yes tesenia Rollins the president ewie when the 50s mu na we to me I redeeming the image a nyoma build a different image, promote a certain different brand for himself now. No, yes, statesman. Now, John Kufuor to me all the years they build a new brand, not and no or UN we know Faha or build a certain brand. The same as John Mahama was taking some years to build a certain brand or person was signed by Biumkra. Nanado obedi we so di another term can obedi we no we di 80. Onya sa ho yes adwuma no po. And no you be man nka na sam ma no because microphone dey na ti no obi ampa o masem. If you say na o you so this is the period do wa ban mu no e was so the year or the gidin bi ma no ho to ho. E no o the year adwuma bi ma o man no to ho. Na sa corona din age corona be wi asan kana na nka den no apart from few SHS. And ye cheche corona sika man propose so mun di free corona na save mo nka let's go be lose too simple. And no crash still no she dan tete o mo sa o mo amobra Thank you. Wo brand election with 1 million votes was here votes no more kana. And by this time, of course, I will soldier folk go voter regime. Yeah, cost of new voters register. Yeah, Pamu EC boss before you can win election. Bra way na.
Just I am share bi wo ho. Valerie, so be so busa question bi na me money embremu quickly. Val.
Hello, A+.
Hello.
So I'm a big admirer of your what you stand for, TPP. I follow you on Facebook. I monitor everything. So well done. Oh, I'm a free spirit, so I go wherever whatever resonates. Mefa. Now my question is, so you sort of supported the NPP to come into power, Meboa.
Yes. But really like supported.
He supported. He was. Fully.
Yeah, you were vociferous. You came up with a song and all of that. You were one of the most instrumental personalities. Emma and Anado Winnie, and I have to give that to you. I think you are very influential. But my question is, sir. So there will be a trend because you feel disappointed. Say Nanado has let Ghanaians down, and so you are looking for another sort of ally, someone who will promise that they will come up with 50 ministers and all of that. Now, my question is, so are we going the way of just promises? Because it's very easy for a big political party to get up and say, okay, I'm going to have 50 ministers or 49 ministers for that matter. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But when they come to power now, obviously they realize that this is their time, they need to enjoy, they need to accumulate as much wealth for themselves as possible. And by that time, now too late. Now we are coming backtracking. Okay, this party is not doing well as they promised. And okay, let's look for another ally. Wouldn't that be the trend? Wouldn't you say?
Yes, you're right. That and as I'm way, your friend is saying, you can't no cry and kababwa. Try confuse me. Very honest. Confuse me. Say it is say then pan you because we baba over beshabo.
Exactly.
Me one person. One of the reasons one of the reasons they may support MPP and say. MPP for a manifesto and an agenda for jobs.
Okay.
Campaign promises no na an agenda for jobs like ye be edwuma bakrum. And no ya dey manage ho pa because me pay edwuma. No unemployment pa. And ye ba mu na me na me pay edwuma. Me nya edwuma no because na enye an agenda for stealing na me gidi say me nya job but me ye meduma send ye send fata me deserve no, that is what I get.
Yeah,
that's what I don't deserve. I'm not going to steal from the state. I'm working to get paid. And I'm who say me mama meduma but still me criticize you and yet penisa the more meduma send na ye keep and chop men kasa biem. Enti ye say sadi ye meduma no yaje wo kasa dodo the more meduma we ni nyina ye wi o man no kasa. And then it becomes very difficult to find another person. It is very, very difficult. Who is coming to promise us 50 ministers? And how do we ensure that promise is binding?
Exactly. That is the key thing.
BP. I have my idea. My idea and say be the case there. And nipa na obe promise no. Me money in your promise keke. Ghana for omunyina pay a certain kind of Ghana mu nyina nhia na yemfa nipa nyina ho na yemba kan kire ne say hey wo bra ye nyia ye ho abom ye nipa ba ko 1 million. You can't you can't lie to 1 million people. China is the most autocratic country in the world. Omo call Hong Kong so omo ko extradition order no Hong Kong for 1 million ever protest no they had to withdraw and run away, and the protest continued. So we have to be strategic. There should be a plan to get anybody who wants to promise us sitting with the people, either at the Independence Square, with representatives from GN Radio and everywhere, every media house, with traditional leaders, with the international organizations, and these people making the promise and signing paper. Look, you see, we have to push them to the wall. And that is my idea. But however, no, it's very complex. It's, you know, when you admire TPP, most of my ideas say, young idea we in shame because someday we want a guy be friend, and you won't expect him say he will come up with that idea because a very calm doing this or the politics as any idea. But he said, plus, Obia ye beto abama ni bia. So kase insuo no be ya. Say insuo ni £100,000. I am for 50,000 to 1 year starting year insuo. No, we need another 50 now account. So when you know more idea, I mean, this is my idea. We have to enter. It should be contractual. It should be witnessed by prominent people, by the people who give them loans. We are voting for development for this guy. IMF, you give them money for development. Come and witness the signing of agreement with the people that they are going to do A, B, C, D. Your money goes into buying V8 and all. Now we don't want them to buy V8. We want them to do this. Come and witness.
This is GN Radio UK.
These are my ideas. They are very catchy. To be honest. So let's all think about this. Let's see how we can stabilize and move forward. Look, let me tell you this. In 2010, President Mills Awenya the baby the currency or setting up a constitution review commission. Constitution review commission, you know, as part of we are receiving from inputs, no. Kasa, they didn't have national development agenda plan as one of way thematics, no. But the people who were making inputs, no, over 50% of them recommended that this country called Ghana needs a long-term strategic plan. And you know, the main thing that came out of that Constitution Review Commission was that we should amend the Constitution and have a national development plan, which has been drafted by the National Development Planning Commission. We should have a National Development Planning Commission, which is independent and not just an advisory body to the president of the day, and which has the power to enforce plans on every government. And they gave this to John Mahama in 2014, because that was when they completed their work. But you know what happened? John Mahama issue white paper say he disagrees with them. It was even in the report say was said Ghana etuminya emrebia ebema obi a Ghana ni betumia court. Ekosu abayene say adentina ade a woye any national development plan mo na woye. You have to stop it. John Mahama said no, the people who vote for the president, and the president must have the power to decide what he wants to do. But you know what happened? Ofi abemu no time now or no disagree with commission's report no. Now or no draft a 40-year development plan. Oh, the way politicians there. Or no disagree no now or draft a 40-year plan. Onya fi abemu pen or dane ne ho. O say hey, may a 40-year plan or mat what can it? Sanka will implement recommendations no by the commissioner. And ka plan on kabali samanya no ne di adwuma. So politicians politicians almost can't correct. And no what position when who says say asamna na commission no air catcher no was the right thing to do. Ofi owo abemu de no hu. Enti obi a ope to me and no obeka na ene there obe make promises. But as to whether omobe fulfill promise no, it's another issue, and no na yenu ba can. And I have to be very honest. Me and Kasakura confusing me. So what can we do? yen nyina yen nwenwen ho me de me idea ba then also betumi de aka ho na yen hwɛ how we can go about this.
We me fact messages no the ba na ba in WhatsApp number and so phone so my memfa we or say good morning to A+. I'm a senior lecturer here in the United Kingdom. I must say I admit that what admit with some of what he's saying, but why not TPP bringing A+ as an independent candidate so that some of us with our resources over here can channel our energy and mash out.
Sorry.
I say, so that we can channel our resources and marshal our energy for people to vote for him. Just just say he wants the TPP now who down no in Kenya the political party na yen twa abama umum na amanfo en support umum
me pa cho catch and say Cecilia ye gina hey me nsua ade enwi agent resources no no one you on send me kakra na memfa bi nkama num Cecilia ade or the bar Cecilia or the bar you be worse than the people who are there. I was say we have to the mistakes and why anything you're sorry I near castle a penifono or the youth must take over A+ my back because I'm to abama Mr. Me ready because too dear and me yet desperate for anything and yet about how powerful I will be. It's about how Ghana I don't have to be president to be able to change this country. Say it is my turn to be president. I think that I'm ready and people support me. Why not? Yes. But for now, no, I would say a course of yes. You will be to say no lecturer, you say. That's what the experience no as independent candidate. Near share say ne experience no idea a con kaya. Let me do no but for now. Media meda to say na meda so sua de meda so school meda so you say they are organizing nyoma e ya na nkrofo ka say the youth should take over the youth now say you two your home for first sua de because Rollins be president no your youth and he had the opportunity to run this country for 19 years as a young man youth no okuje to black one ai kodo ponkrom and finance information minister. Another person, me pa no kojo, and then na say yaji ni o me ni kojo. Ye nua ba on kan okre. Bi sia na na meka tell no say wo position na ye hia no John Mahama wa ban mu no. Na wo te Joy FM na me no hia nkomo aye di ni. Ene on kan okre. Enti no A+ ya me ka say bi ana power no anhwa na ko wura mi trim na ma ye west. Enti no o me nya abotre yen hia de your socialization is very important. Your nipa woni omudin komo that just say be sorry say and now you take it over. Yeah. But when A+ maybe your worst change ayi.
A+ my fa a message we so Italy was see a friend of Hajia say I love A+ to bits but I remember 2016 it was because of A+ that na me try plane ticket Echo Ghana Echo Tuaba Edema Nana Danko Ekufuado any A+ say why disappointed there or the Nisika Betua.
Sorry. No friend. Empena assembly there. Send here no why near the act to be idea than when to and you know but one end this near 28 years in omo ye hwemo ma ye de foforo beba
Mamim far away or say no 76-year-old man now he was a part of Nkrumah's government. Then he was a very young guy and he was an aide precisely you didn't call Russia or say I admire A+ but the haircut no see and say Afro no I'm a wasisa kakra but just tell him that I'm listening to him and he should keep up the good work.
Oh, bro.
Wait free kukra ho. Valerie see question bi ho.
So my question again is, so what is the plan for this coming election regarding TPP? What are your plans?
Look at my Facebook and Mama can say for the election, this TPP, they say it is not an election year; it's a year of protest.
Okay.
This year, the president of Ghana today supported Black Lives Matter, or supported the protesters in America. But law students in Ghana for year protest, police for Kobo. In Ghana for the protest, it may be but America for your protest now and against police brutality, they are to make us support protesters now. I don't say it's like hypocrisy. And so I've told that men about abundance of demonstration. Your protests this year at TPP catch will be and say is at the polling station. Go and register to vote. Go and vote against 28 years of useless NDC and MPP. Ghana, NDC and people, go and vote against them. Everybody must vote for an independent candidate. This year, so we are Obama independent candidate. Say this year one. Say independent means 100,000 votes. Election never run off.
Nete sa wohwɛ mu a wokasa independent sɛ yɛnya independent bi ne yɛnya party bi te sɛ PPP a na ɔmo de Dr. Papa Kwesi Ndumba, should people vote for him?
Papa Kwesi Ndumi, omo de neba nkankrofo beto na Papa Kwesi Ndumi na ye kase o hye tuom. Ono Papa Kwesi Ndumi ye de na hye tuom. Obi nya so bi di ya campaign kura wo memu a. Asem bi e da no.
Ye mfank to.
So yenya candidate Papa Kwesi Ndumi, I think that right now as it stands no, before no, nanka or your fine candidate. But as it today no, obe ni attention kwa be divided.
Yeah.
Yes, and the back is with a new unfortunate, but there are any other candidates from to send our kind of PPP. Not say or you're competent enough. Not say won't say NDC and MPP. Omo the Adibia Shagana for Trimu say what to Obama independent candidate. We still Abano. Yes. Yes, you could win the election. No, that vote against NDC and MPP no is a protest vote. We are protesting against 28 years of how our lives have been run. And no, and the year for year. So we need just about 200,000 votes to move the election to a second round. NDC and MPP come who be Ghana say ya to aba, ebano a second round. NDC and MPP will be winning. Okay. And they will pay a pound of flesh and send the idea about Bekuta. As Santi Henning no be a better not and then square near to be the president Namano. One day, I teach Imam ne Gaman no be a better nasi with IMF Nubia. And so I'm telling everybody, our plan is to move the election to a second round. Go and register the PPP for the candidate Bebo. Say, why the candidate Bebo? When an independent candidate say Kofi Grant or something.
Marry Kofi Gunn.
Kofi Gunn. Kofi.
Mr. Kofi Granting.
Like young man on the so-called independent. Any one of them. Any one of them. About just 200,000 votes. Wage Agbawi, able 80,000 voters. Wage Agbawi. Yes. If you are able to vote for an independent candidate, 200,000 votes, election never cost second round. Yes. 190 MPP who say na and yes and and this is our plan for this year. Because this year TPP we are not coming up with any candidate. So we want the election to be able to your candidate in every win is plan A. Candidate now you're supporting or no. Plan A is if you'll be winning. Plan B is so a second round not come home or you're part of the second round. Plan C is on second round, but on no be decided who is going to win. All of these I know my make catch me nearby say yen nyina yen susu ho e your mind na pese yen susu sa plant ye da ho yen nyina ho na yen call polling station and go and protest who NDC ni MP ballot papers so atwam na pakoma independent candidate and let's make sure say independent candidate ni nyina bom obia nim one independent candidate I just say obi to say akwa we a odi ne funam wi ase friend say LP your party say friend Kofi Apalu odi ne fu Kofi Apalu very very dishonest person odi ne fu nenam I just want to say odi ne bum enye because oni MPP for na year adwuma onya contract or the your supply ECG ni ade me won we nyina wa ha me won ne contract documents nyina wa me phone is I just am proposal omo ni omo bomu enye yie and I go fear palu try to about Ghana ho nya 3 the whole Ghana 30 million people want to me nya 3 votes into no put there it's not necessary but as PPP we have to support whether it's a PPP candidate whether it's who candidate to move this election second round or for the candidate to win.
With your time into because I know so you have other engagement this morning, you know. Mejao no akọ but ansa na abekọ say obi episode here wa social media handles no ehemfa na obetumi e de adomo
social media social media no crowd there ya na wo messages no do so ya me dan wo de mom frame me phone ba kono kuta Richard then they wo frepe na ha wo frepe Richard befa na ya kasa direct 0245 533
you just say 0245 535353
02 yeah simple 0245 533
Oh, okay. You
0245 533 Obi amfa na dwen mra yem fam build your mind way na o mind ko nenim social media and so onim A+ ya ba hot no messages no bro ya na kan doc na kan ya den do me kan am wie da na me jai
wait there ma memfa hagia de ntwem was I have changed my mind I will go but this time I will listen to A+ and vote for an independent candidate and I hope this time it works for us. Okay.
Ube si ankrofobia o maso den. Umbe sen bo na umbe yesa ube ya wudio yen be bisa o independent den na obe ye be kire wade a ye pe am o man ga na wo be ya am o man no. Enti wo ba say an independent candidate o pe ye support a boa wo ho. Yes, yen di agro. You started debates for all the independent candidates. Many Abamandi, any TPP UK, Omukutu together. We want to have Zoom way with them. Debate I call live on Facebook near there. Some of your radio, we can even let you pick it live on your radio.
Yes.
Say you can't some omo bano with the TPP omo the candidates by per se you can't some other candidates per se you can't some how we want Ghana to be.
Okay. And you be picking a live a year ready and just your sound swatch near the channel 7 for I almost was Sky. I the one of the biggest TV stations that were UK. I sounds so a year a other branches been so a year Europe a year across Europe bed is almost a very big a year the European countries so now to me a very viral near the Abua.
Okay, a very good, a very good.
Mr. Obing, and better was say, Womra, Wujima, na a 5 years so otherwise say, Winyamre, now near the train cover.
Mesme Dasipi, I'm sure Bibia, now Monto Moy, Corona, no, and course, and but you'll be on one of mine.
Joe, Yebedasi, Richard, Yedasi, so boy, my Mr. Obing, A+ and so you train cover.
And I'm a sipping.
Call me A+. Hey, him papa, my baby, and from Evergreen, baby, we on.
Now we're my internet and newspapers. Now we're everybody was swing. It's a no one. This a baby. Casa baby.
Yeah, kika. What's in another Danko Kufuado? Oh, yeah. I was just where did we apart from incompetent to cry there? Yem Famano. Obompaya Bobima, Mr. Obey. Why? Because consistently, from the 90s, A+ consistently. One of the things in Tiameno, Emma made me feeling because of his consistency. Because in life, you know, the obit me can message you, but so recent a chinebino, obet some swana. We Gina Swa from 90s, Rollins time when Chile. And what they could force to buy, Nami cried a Kofo buy a crowd and Nami few say, obey. Now, Simbu and Bessa catcher about Mammy, Mianga Samishana Mecatcher. Because I remember said that time my uncle Justice de Graft Elima. Now, Ghana Armed Forces. Now, don't see Air Force if one paying for pa. They been to me find a position into that. I said this young guy will terrorize here, pal. Plans were there, cry for his life. But the boy, the man himself, at that time, if Kofo is there, cry the end, sugar ibi, water free, but still, I see Kofo Consul. I said, no, new ma okasi be Jack, and you and we more 2004 no they Gombe Gumwa. Freedom of Speech Part 2. From 2004 to 2008, to be few senke, this gentleman, this man, now so still. Nah. Prof Ivan Satamil Sebaye. Consistency. Very, very important. It defines a man. Your character and your attitude. Valerie signing off because because said Val maybe giddy yemfa asem we MIT for no muntie kakra omuntie we kakra MIA
Become a successful entrepreneur with Jackie and her professional team. Become a successful entrepreneur. Anase Base. Wami a team of professional teachers of economics, marketing, ninga omoyebi. So pesa will transform our life from a youth graduate and our school leaver. Nasa pesa will ye entrepreneur. Mon contacti Base. Entrepreneur no che say obia ebia wa business. Ebia we che. But pesa we no in a professional way. To say Oprah Winfrey. Anaya papa Kwame Despite. Base Bitmama Sa Diano Abim. One your experts coaching and a mentoring. And as all person will start our business base for better how our expand your business and as existing customer base. Base provides support in business plans, step-by-step finance applications and marketing strategies. Base or become a successful entrepreneur also provide entrepreneurship skills through vision and determination. Some more free consultation for a Base
073 99 867 417. I repeat 073 99 867 417.
And also one email address info@becomeasuccess.co.uk. Website www.becomeasuccess.co.uk. Mokohwa mobetimi make bookings for an appointment. Base and I said become a successful entrepreneur. Let's turn your vision into a reality.
And you send an American consistency no one it goes way. Yeah, Mr. Kwame A+. That's some and a year came from 2004 echo 2008. What the Guswa na MDC Saba back. Just and someone walking in I was just about the basic amenities politicians should provide for Ghanaians. I can't even go with oh my son, and can abroad so. And Yamiada Romenti. 2008 or share more NDC for Saba Power BM. 2012 Nasa no Sadi and now Danko Kufuado. What Jimua campaign cry see a man is Kakra was so on J. Because Udim Vision Botaya would see the Sudiama of mine Ghana. Ye member unity. What did the Musanka Kran Krasa? And woman and other Danko Kufuado, a jar, Nwanga side and strategies in your manual maybe. And then the communication skills may baby. And the one who change your packaging and another Danko Kufuado. From there, and another Danko Kufuado to send a message. Because we can't target or a violent person. And was the same one, the battle is the Lord. And then Kofobe Brebuaya, and then another Danko Kufuado 2016 by president. No, see, and another Danko Kufuado, the issues they said, Mahama government, Esun, and no bar or better so. Now the issue this is cities no and ya city pound dollar no and yet. And the same issue no Jinasu be a ban saying. The TPP but a political party there, but they are going to make sure say an independent candidate. I bet me one ejina. I know the emremuni nyoma bebre abind de wo nature say wait me aye nyoma esefata de abwa Ghana. The consistency of the man A+. Jaka. In life, you have to look at consistency. It counts. As somebody the nipa bebre to me your talk is cheap. Another than kweku for the can 20 to 16 ibe and never bebre no ye hunu sa. Say aye Muhammad aye family and friends government. Into about best sunny the air. And according to A+, so should be a minister be what aye finance minister ni nua na wo house na ni nua na hye wo. And just some more can ye tian John Dramani Mahama no enya no na wo ye no. Oba the ministers aye Muhammad ye 80 something dos dodo. Oba obetene de so ene na na dan kwa Kufuado issue the truth and the fact is say the ministers is more than aye the NDC there. Ye kokano okakanso a wose those people are competent and then we'll be say na they will be anko school NDC for the man go school na. So we knew about competence and we did not say competence then. The consistency of the man A+. 2020 the about way. I'll say a protest to have a third force of it to me push about to call the second runoff. Tonight I wish you would the assembly the Aya Sempa. You be free as see Intiname Kachra was there. Bomodiana Koswana TGN Radio UK. Young Kona Yani Valerie Val A+ Wakasa. I mean we share consistency now. Consistently no we share the way a friend is saying what didn't send Simbia to Dra and just say and yes we pe ono ankasa no
David.
Oh my Ghana nti.
Yeah, Ghana first.
Ana wo hia kokudro bi so de be ka say e be bia nsu a emmoa ene nipa nyina num ye nsesa no a waye bone be.
It was well within his rights as a Ghanaian citizen, and he's doing even more than he should really.
Yeah. And
he needs to be applauded honestly. Yeah. TPP is the way to go.
That's also Mupadia. Even Ghanaians, even Crampon, right too.
Say the Nayakano. Because how many Ghanaians know, say, they have to challenge the government? You know, what do they know what their rights are? Say, I buying and also provided me with say. How about ordinary Joe blog? They be American ordinary Joe blogs on the street name say Bibi nye Juma only what's up friend. Ghana ubi be nye Juma o kwine a year MPC or no what's all your kwine Ministry of Roads is on no what's all Bibi basa. So you don't know where to turn basically. And so we need people like A+ to challenge the status quo, and he needs to be applauded. He's doing the right thing. And it's very easy for politicians to make promises. No, how is he going to go about it? And he had an answer. Said we need to come to the drawing board and think through how we're going to hold these aspiring candidates accountable. And yes, some more could be say. Me ABC they be asa na obawia na ya asem foforo
we dey yem fa the number na we dey ma ye no ntudwa na je se o say o boa TPP na so o mase na pe say e bia question bi ni nsem bi pe say wanga sa chill wentumi ambisa because na time ni ntumi ambisa ni nyina na wanga sa wafre Richard de ono so beboa na che say ma wa mo de nsem na de ama Mr. Obin Kwame A+ ama enti no postcode ni de so wa woni Ghana country code no +233 and 245 533533 enti ma min si numbers ni so bi enti no born +233 now the 24 now the 55 now the 33 now the 533 so asoso enti no ma yemuso no opanyin ene Mr. Pastor Nti won ma ye ready a omo so ba be so ase ominim so wa mese Pastor Nti ene opanyin na Valerie ne kra na na free so
and da se pa se tie for mutie we thank you so much and we echna your promises say the renowned lawyer from Ghana, lawyer Martin Pebu.
Wow.
Yeah, person about church more about EC ruling, and the implications and the way forward. He's really good at interpreting these things.
So,
the number basso.
Or a lecturer of law, so cry. Which that
or on your lecture, but he's one of the top lawyers. Or tie feature or news file.
Oh, no, because on the crowd or to say about you because on so actually
oh, they or too busy with the legal stuff. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's here for you better say na monko so na mombo de rose GN Radio UK every Monday to Friday be there ya wa say besa so ada Mr. Obin A+ Kwame ase
Kofi amwa na sapone mama memo ye ni papa unye wa groma wudi panyom kromoda obrajo mahama mama wudi ya mabomu so kana fosi mampeni de bi wo bedi bi abo trend was enter ya umrebeba ye keka
Someone named
someone guys from the Kwame A+. Hey, moi him papa, my baby, and from Evergreen baby, we on.
sa na wote ne kankan sɛ wopɛ bakomasɛm tetesɛm mpanisɛm amane ne amammerɛ fo afigye no to ɛyɛ 0185 GN radio so opanyi kodwa siama gu akuru adwada ukuada ani fere bia fi du baako ekoro na ho na abesua bi de bia kan ne onim ho panyimfo nkwada mmerewa nkokorawa adentem wo bia tie entwe ho mfiri ho nyesa bayira